Hello, everybody. On behalf of the Dodgers and Guggenheim Baseball, welcome to Dodger Stadium, where today we introduce the newest Dodger. It's Yoshinobu Yamamoto, one of the most accomplished young pitchers that Japan has ever produced. He officially becomes a Dodger today and continues the historic connection between Japan and the major leagues, and between Japan and the LA Dodgers. Here to represent the team today, we have the President and CEO of the Dodgers, Stan Kasten, Executive Vice President and General Manager Brandon Gomes, and the Manager of the Dodgers, Dave Roberts. With Yoshinobu as his interpreter, Mako Albi. To introduce the man of the hour, I'll turn it over to Brandon Gomes.
Thank you to everyone joining us today, many of whom are taking time out of their holiday break to be a part of welcoming our newest addition to the Dodgers family. It has been an exciting couple of weeks for the Dodgers community, and being able to add a starting pitcher as decorated and talented as Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a great way to wrap up 2023 and to add to what we expect to be a thrilling 2024 season. Before going any further, I'd like to thank Mark Walter, Stan Kasten, and all of Guggenheim Baseball Management for continuing to show an unwavering commitment to Dodgers fans with the shared goal of winning championships. Yoshinobu is someone we have followed closely over the years, with that attention only intensifying over this past season. Our Vice President of Scouting, Galen Carr, has seen Yoshinobu take them out a countless number of times, and each time coming back with high praise. Many others throughout the organization, including myself, have had the pleasure to watch Yoshinobu pitch in person as well. When you get to the ballpark, one of the first things you notice is an incredibly impressive game of long toss, where the ball feels like it's never coming off of the line, and oftentimes looks like it's going to knock the catcher's mitt right out of his hand. There's a different level of intent and focus with each and every throw he makes leading up to that night's game. Once on the mound, he features multiple weapons to navigate a lineup effectively. In addition to that, it is truly a special command that not only allows him to go deep into games, but when needed, he can feature swing and miss stuff that is elite. As we began to learn more about Yoshinobu, there was no question that the commitment on the field was just as much as the commitment off the field. Whether it is his meticulous recovery and workout routine in between starts, or a calculated nutrition plan to make sure he is at his peak come game day, the desire to do everything he can to help his team win is exactly what we are looking for when trying to bring somebody into our environment and culture. We couldn't be happier that he is going to be wearing Dodger blue. So please join me in officially introducing number 18, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, to the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Good afternoon. My name is Yoshinobu Yamamoto of the LA Dodgers. I am beyond ecstatic to become a member of this historic franchise and cannot express how much it means to me to be able to call Los Angeles my new home.えたくさんの方々のおかげで今僕はここにいることができています。
I am able to stand here today because of the many people who have helped me along the way.
何度も日本に来ていただきこのような高く評価をしていただきメジャーリーグでプレーをする機会をくださったドジャースの関係者の皆様皆様に本当に感謝いたします。
I am truly grateful to each and every one of the Dodgers staff members for repeatedly going over to Japan to see me play, and not only giving me this opportunity, but thinking so highly of me as well.
そして今回のメジャー移籍に際し、たくさんのチームが興味を持っていただき、熱心に誘っていただきました。本当に選手冥利に尽きる1ヶ月でした。
Throughout this posting process, many teams showed great interest, and each recruited me with great enthusiasm. It was a month that made me feel greatly overjoyed.
どのチームもそれぞれ素晴らしい魅力があり、最後の最後まで悩み抜いた結果、お断りせざるを得なかった、チームの皆様に関しましても、貴重な時間を僕のために割いていただき、本当に感謝申し上げます。
Every team I met with had many great qualities. After much consideration, I unfortunately had to decline their offers, but I truly appreciated all the time and resources everyone spent throughout this process.
さらに、今回メジャー移籍にあたり、僕の希望を最大限に叶えるべくご尽力いただきました代理人のジョエル・ウルーさんをはじめワッサーマンの皆様、これまで僕の野球人生に関わっていただいたすべての関係者の皆様、そしていつも変わらず、見守ってくれている家族の、皆様にこの場をお借りして感謝の気持ちを伝えたいと思います。本当にありがとうございました。
I would like to thank my agent Joe Wolf and the entire Wasserman team for going above and beyond and making all of my wishes come true. In addition, I'd like to share my appreciation for everyone who had an impact on my baseball career up to this point, and my family for being by my side every step of the way. Truly, thank you.
今日からは、ドジャースの一員として、ワールドチャンピオンになれる、ワールドチャンピオンになるために、もっと野球が上手くなれるよう新しい毎日を過ごしていくことを、ロサンゼルスのファンの皆様にお約束します。今日からは本当の意味で憧れるのをやめなければいけません。自分自身が憧れてもらえるような選手になれるよう、頑張ります。
From today moving forward, I promise to all the fans of LA that I will focus my everything to become a better player and to become a world champion as a member of the Dodgers. I will stop simply admiring the players I had looked up to, but rather strive to become the player that others want to become.
Thank you.
You guys want to have, what do you think? Should we sit? Want to sit up here? What do you think? Yeah, you guys sit up. Relax. Thank you, Yoshinobu. We're going to open it up for questions now. So if you can just raise your hand, we're going to bring microphones around, and we will remove the podium first, and then we'll make sure that we get to you. I see you guys. I just don't have the capability of giving you the microphone. Go ahead, Kirsten.
Welcome to Los Angeles and the Dodgers. I'm Kirsten Watson of Sportsnet LA, as well as of the Los Angeles Dodgers. When you think about just what this last month has looked like for you and making this decision to come to this team, why was this your decision, and how much are you looking forward to playing in Major League Baseball?
自分の中で、本当に勝ちたいという気持ちと、また勝ち続けたいという、ところがこう、すごく自分の中でも優先順位に置いていた決断の理由だったので、やっぱりそこに、一番近いのは、ドジャースじゃないかなと感じたので決断しました。
It was very important to me for a team that wants to win, and not only now, but in the future as well, and really felt that through this whole process, the Dodgers provided that opportunity the most.
Jim? Yeah. Jim Hill, KKL9 News. How does it make you feel to know that someone like Shohei Ohtani made adjustments to his contract so the Dodgers could pursue you?
やっぱり本当にこうフロントの皆様とお話をさせていただいても、やはりその勝つことへの強い気持ちをすごく感じましたし、やはりそういった選手の皆さんも同じ気持ちで戦っているんだなっていうのは、はい、すごく感じました。
It was through my talks with the front office, it was really clear that they wanted to win, like we said earlier. But on top of that, the fact that Shohei was doing that also signaled to him that it wasn't just the front office; it was also the players that are bought into this winning atmosphere as well. So that really resonated with me.
Hey, Yoshinobu, Fabio Giordano with The Athletic. What stood out to you during your meeting with the Dodgers, and how much did that impact your final decision?
そうですね、本当に、報道にあった通り、選手にお会いさせていただいて、ゆっくり話す機会も、いただいたのも、もちろんすごくチームの雰囲気だったりも、感じ取れて、すごく良かったですし、やっぱり何よりそのフロントの皆様が、すごいこう、人としてもすごく信頼が、できるなと感じましたし、この先の何年かの野球人生を任せられるなと、はい、感じました。
You really felt the front office people were all committed in the same direction. But not only that, I'm sure you probably all saw it on social media as well, but the Dodgers brought out some of their key players out to meet with them, and he was really able to feel that clubhouse atmosphere like within the meeting, and that really resonated with them as well.
Hi, Gerard Moncure, Fox 11 here in LA. Welcome, congratulations. I'm just kind of curious if the great history of Dodger Japanese pitchers played a role in your decision. Kenta Maeda, Hideo Nomo, Yu Darvish, to name a few.
そうですね、それが理由で決断したわけではありませんが、僕が19歳の時にもここでプレーオフを、観戦して、そこで前田健太さんが、登板しているのも実際に、見ましたし、やっぱりその時から、メジャーへの思いは。
Game Kenta Maeda did throw, and it really did make me want to feel more strongly about coming overseas to play in the big leagues.
Konnichiwa. Watashi wa plugging this. We know that in Japan you pitch once a week. The ball is slightly different that they use in the Japanese league. But what do you think the biggest challenges are going to be for you transitioning to the major leagues?
「やっぱりもう本当に全てが、変わりますし、やっぱりこう生活する国が変わるっていうのもやはりすごく大きなことだと思うので、そこに向けて、食生活であったり、その中4日に対応するためのトレーニングだったり、いろいろと、試行錯誤はしてきましたけど、これから、またスタートするということで、チームの皆さんと相談しながら、いろいろ試しながら、最善を尽くしたいと思います。
It was not only the couple things you mentioned, but also coming over to a new country and making sure that he could adjust to that 4 or 5 day schedule from the once a week. just kind of everything in general, from the food that he's got to eat and where he's going to be living and commuting to the stadium and everything. It's all going to be a new beginning for him. So he's really looking forward to tackling those challenges.
D. Giovanna with the LA Times. How much of a factor was Shohei in your decision to sign with the Dodgers? Like, if he had signed elsewhere, would you have strongly considered that as well?
いや、大谷さんがもし仮に他のチームを選んだとしても、もしかしたら僕はドジャースを選んでいたかなと思いますけど、やっぱり大谷さんは日本人選手としてだけではなく、やっぱりメジャーリーグの中でもトップ選手だと思っているので、本当に大谷さんがドジャースを選んだっていうのは、すごく決断の一つの理由とはなりました。
I wouldn't say he was the sole reason I decided to come here. Even if he went somewhere else, I probably still would have ended up in LA as a Dodger. But on top of that, Shohei is obviously not only just one of the best Japanese players, but he's one of the best players, period, in all of MLB. And so to be able to play with him from here on out definitely means a lot to him.
ロサンゼルスタイムズのヘルナンデスです。はじめまして。すみません。前からドジャーズファンだっていうのを聞いてたんですけど、そのドジャーズを好きになったきっかけというのは何だったんでしょうか。
いや、ドジャーズファンだったわけではないです。いや、好きな球団ですけど、なんていうんですか、そういうドジャースファンだったから決断したとかでは全くあれはないですね。はい。
It's not necessarily that well, he asked if he was a Dodgers fan growing up, basically. So the answer was like, do I like the Dodgers? Did I like the Dodgers? Yes, but when I was was I a Dodgers fan? No, like not necessarily.
すいません、フジテレビの水本です。実際に大谷選手が勧誘される場にいらっしゃったというふうに報道されてますが、その時に大谷選手からどのような言葉をかけられたのか、実際に大谷選手の思いというか、そういうものが心を揺さぶったのかどうか、ちょっと教えていただけないでしょうか。
ミーティングというか、球場でお会いした時には、本当に悔いのない、決断をしてねと、またその中で分からないことがあったら何でも聞いてねと、そう言っていただきました。
Shohei at the time of the meeting really was open and was like, hey, ask me anything you ever need. And so it really felt comfortable talking to him about it.
山本投手おめでとうございます。スポニッシュ杉浦です。交渉の過程で山本投手が伝統球団を希望している、歴史のある球団を希望しているっていう報道がなされたんですけど、そういった情報があったんですけど、それは本当のことなのか、もしそうであればどういった理由が背景にあったのか、よろしくお願いします。
いや、やっぱり伝統のある球団でプレーできることはすごく嬉しく思いますけど、そこで、プレーしたかったっていうよりは、本当に勝ちたいという気持ちと、勝ち続けられる、そんな球団でプレーしたいなと、そう思ってました。
Obviously, the Dodgers are a very historic franchise, but more than that, like we were saying earlier, winning now and winning into the future was probably the most important thing in making this decision.
サンケイスポーツの庭美香子と申します。よろしくお願いします。ドジャーズファンには何を一番見せたいとか、どういうところを見てもらいたいというのがあったらお話しください。
やっぱり皆さんも、勝ちたいという同じ気持ちで、応援してくださっていると思いますし、僕も、勝つために来たので、その全力プレーの、その姿勢を見ていただきたいです。
Like I said earlier, I came here to win, so I really hope that all the fans get behind my back in the same way, with that feeling of like, hey, I want him to win and I want him to succeed.
NHK の山本と言います。よろしくお願いします。改めて今回の契約がすごいメジャーリーグの投手史上最高の契約だとも言われてますけども、山本投手自身この契約率直にどのように思っているのか、またどのように受け止めていらっしゃいますか。
本当にすごく高く評価していただいたなと 本当にそこに感謝していますし、これから、僕はまだこっちでプレーしてないので、これから、しっかり活躍して、その期待を裏切らないように全力で、頑張りたいと思います。
I'm really grateful for how highly they really thought of me in this whole entire process. So going from here on out, I want to make sure that I could answer to those expectations as well.
山本投手、ドジャース入団おめでとうございます。テレビ朝日がですが、今おっしゃったように本当に素晴らしい契約でドジャースに入団しました。で憧れのメジャーリーグに挑戦ということで、今率直に山本投手がワクワク感が強いのか、それともより責任感を感じてシーズンに向かっていこうという気持ちが強いのか教えてください。
やっぱり、ここは一つ目指していたところなので、ついにここまで、来れたなというもちろん嬉しさもありますし、やっぱりこれから、本当に厳しい、ことがたくさんあると思うので、もっと頑張らないといけないなと、心から思っています。
There's definitely that sense of relief of like, oh, I'm finally here, I finally made it. But obviously this is where it all starts. So you still got to put in the work from here on out to continue to strive to get better.
Hi, Rafshinpo no Mikey desu. You've only been in Los Angeles a short time, but I see you've been out and about a little. What has your reception by the local community been thus far? I bet you they're pretty excited.
何度か、声かけていただいて、写真撮ったりしました。
It's been good for the most part. Hasn't been too many people. But for the few that have, he's been stopping to take pictures with them.
すみません、共同通信の白石と申します。本日はおめでとうございます。高卒4年、ごめんなさい、ドラフト4位で、高卒で入団されてから、25歳という若さで、このメジャーリーグに挑戦できたこと、当時高校時代の自分が今の自分を見たらどう思われますか？
そうですね、やっぱり、高校生の時も、今も変わらずとにかく必死に毎日をやってるんですけど、本当にいい指導者に巡り会えて、本当に運よくここまで来れたので、そうですね、すごく順調な野球人生なので、どうでしょうね。高校生の僕も驚くんじゃないかなと思います。
Now, looking back on the high school self, he'd probably be very surprised at where I am now. But I really feel like I've been doing the same thing since I entered the league at 18 years old. But I think I was also blessed and very lucky to be surrounded by the right people to support me and to take me to where I am now.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. ABC7 Eyewitness News, Josh Haskell. Wanted to ask you about your impression of Dodger Stadium. I know you spent some time here earlier today. You walked over to the mound. You're in the dugout. What was it like being on the mound and knowing that you're going to be pitching there in just a few months?
Definitely 本当に綺麗というか美しいですし、すごく気持ちが高まりました。
Definitely a beautiful ballpark, and just going out walking up to that mountain was a very surreal feeling.
You mentioned being here for a playoff game 6 years ago. How did you end up attending that game? And because Kenta Maeda also wore number 18, is that a coincidence, or why did you choose that number?
いや、本当にプレーオフを見たいということで、来たんですが、オークランドに行って試合も見ましたし、とにかくプレーオフを見たくて来ました。
The number one thing for him was he wanted to see what the playoff atmosphere was like. So coming to Dodger Stadium was definitely one thing, but he also went over to Oakland to watch a playoff game over there on the same trip as well.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this segment of the Q&A.